Hey, it's John Williams coming to you from my home in Henderson, Nevada, and I'm so excited to bring you this best of GIA video. I've got a special guest with me. Jocelyn Oades from Auckland, New Zealand has been visiting, and we've been having a blast, haven't we?
Great time.
And we just got off the phone talking to some people in the organization here in North America, and she's been here for almost a month. And well, not here in Las Vegas area, but traveling California, and you're enjoying it, huh?
Love it. So fantastic.
So what I'd like to do in this video is, first of all, help you get to know Jocelyn. And if we could start out, would you tell us the story about how you found out about GIA?
So many years ago, isn't it now, John? We go back. I found that first my husband passed away as a young man, 25 years old. So he had cancer and he had a lymphoma, which was on his left side, and he was left-handed. And he was a long-distance heavy haulage driver throughout New Zealand, but he was coordinating all the trucks. So every time he got on the phone, on the RT, his energy system would shut down.
Now,
so,
RT is a radio transmitter, okay.
And every time he held it up to his head, all his energy would be zapped from him. And I thought, wow, you've got to get off this. This is not working for you. And so he did leave, but by that time it was too late. He had already developed a lump in his neck. And so at 25 years old, sadly, he passed away after we'd had a tragic accident, and we lost a child. And what happened to me in that time, John, was that I thought I have to dedicate my life to finding out why would a young man, and I knew the system, that what actually made that happen, but I wasn't sure how could we help people that were in that same situation. Then, of course, we got the brick. That was introduced to the world, and then...
Wait a minute. You got the brick? You mean the big phone?
Big
okay,
brick.
So brick is a big phone back in the day, right?
Back in the day.
Okay.
The big brick, which everyone had in their businesses, which I've got a business, and we had 2 bricks. And every time everybody used one of those, their energy was shut down. And so, basically, fast forward 40 years, you know, here we are today with everyone having a cell phone. Everyone being awash with this frequency, this radiation frequency. And back when my youngest daughter was about 10, she started school, and they started using laptops in their school. It was a private school, the first school in New Zealand that had laptops, and every time she came home from school, the same thing happened to her.
Now, let me interrupt you for a minute. And Jocelyn can actually see the aura, the energy of a person when it's depressed, right? And so she can, you know, she was able to see with her husband and with all of the people out there, so you're able to really see what's happening. That's unusual for me, but I know people can do that.
It's very huge. I mean, it's huge everywhere you go. If you focus on everyone on their phones, it's just, what can you do? It's a tragedy, actually. But seeing that in my own child, again, was a real, okay, wake-up call. There's a risk coming here. And so I put out to the energy to see who could help me find a solution. I urgently need a solution now. And basically, I'm a Reiki master teacher, so I had one of my other comrades, she rang me up and said, shall we catch up? And I said, yes, I'd love to, sure. But she was wearing a pendant. I didn't know that when I saw her.
Wait a minute. That's pendant. She's wearing a pendant.
What did I say? I know it's my accent, but it's actually your accent. But everyone down under will understand me.
Yeah, I know.
It's so funny. But she was wearing a pendant when I met her, and she had this beautiful pink aura, so I knew with gold, and I knew that I had to know what was going on her. But it was attached to her belt. She wasn't wearing it around her, because I would have seen it. And she said, I know that you would have seen it, so I've hidden it. But you need to see this. And I went, oh my gosh, I need to know what that is. So I grabbed it off her belt and held it, and it changed my life, literally. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. I want it. I want everyone to have one. I have to help everyone get this. And then she turned over her phone and she showed me what was on the back of the phone. So that was the real start of, I went crazy at that point, actually. I got a gold pendant at that point, Tom, because everybody I knew, and I was working with my clients, all had to have one. In fact, everyone I know lives in New Zealand will all be wearing them. Everybody. So it's beautiful. And all the children, because I see it so bad in children in the schools.
So you went crazy right away. I mean, you just started telling everybody about the products and help, and you told them from personal experience. I mean, you were looking for a solution that was almost brought to you, and it started with a pendant, and then, so let's fast forward now. So you've been telling people about GIA for a lot of years, and you are Reiki master, instructor, health practitioner. How are you using the products now?
Very successfully, because anybody that has an issue will come in. We have an open policy in my spa that anyone's welcome to come and get water. So that means anyone I talk to, wherever I go, if they have a problem, they're welcome to come in and get their jugs filled, their bottles filled.
Really?
It's an open policy. My girls work that way. We keep the water going all the time. And then what that does is people get the chance to come in if they've got a serious issue going on with some member in the family. They want to help them, like autistic kids that I work with, or people with cancer and those sorts of different, issues. They can come in and they can get jugs of water until they feel comfortable that this is something that's helping them.
Wow.
They will get their own system.
That's amazing.
And it works really well.
Do you have a lot of people that do that?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, we do.
And so you're dealing with people who are really sick in your spa. It's not like a spa.
It's a health spa.
It's a health spa, but
Yes.
you're dealing with people who are kind of through the normal channels of health. They're coming to you now and saying, "Look, I need help," right?
Yes. So it's tragic, really, because we're seeing a lot of young mums in their 30s that I work with that are basically nothing else can help them. We've been through the medical model and there's nothing more that can be done. So they're coming as a last resort to find peace, basically. But we're enabling more than that, John. We're really helping them to live beyond life. So I call it life through life, living life through life. Just continuing to live. Without thinking you're going to die, you actually have a possibility of
hope.
Really, yes. And if you look at life every day, every minute as being a gift, then it becomes so powerful. And the eye water really helps let go of, takes away heavy metals out of the body, supports the nourishment of the cell and the transition of being able to transition and to get that nourishment and nutrition into the cell. And there we have new cells being able to develop and create daughter cells that are healthy.
And I think you also said that you use other modalities that are enhanced by eye water and enhanced by the products that we have, right?
Yes, I do. I specifically work with essential oils, specific pure essential oils that help us, transverse and hold those cells so that they don't replicate. I also do energy work, Reiki and all sorts of other ways of supporting a person's emotions, because we believe, if you can look at the emotions in a person and you can rid them of negativity, you can help.
And does the pendant have a lot to do with that?
Definitely.
I mean, you just don't let anybody get away without having a pendant.
Everyone. A client, if they want to come in and we want to work with them, they have to go through the whole system. It's a minimum outlay of $1,000, which is nothing compared to your life.
Right.
But that's a minimum to be able to help yourself to wellness. And, that can be broken down into those three packages that we're talking about, John, which has been so wonderful. I can just, organise them to have those into three. But, if you're not well and you want health and wellness for yourself or your child, you're going to go and, find the different ways of helping.
Right. What I love about that is that you're just telling them exactly what they need. It's not like for you, there's no choice. I mean, if you want to be healthy, you have to have eye water. You have to put guards on your gear, is the way you say it. Yes. Wear a pendant and use the products. And the results have been pretty crazy. Huh?
Fantastic. I was just recently, it was actually last month, I got a manager's pack for a gentleman. Now, he's a very well-known businessman, very high up, and he's got everything, but he's got nothing. Because he's actually had cancer and it's come back. And he's now looking at what can help him. I said, if you're willing to go through the program. He said, but I travel a lot. And I said, well, that's why you need it more than ever. And I've given him really good ideas on how to use his smart card, how to get the best out of the smart card. And, when you're traveling long distance, you've got that screen right at the back of your head. That is a massive amount of radiation into the brain.
Oh, really?
So, you can put the smart card, just tuck the smart card down the back of your neck and it's giving you just that little bit of extra support with wearing the pendant, which, we're looking at in a steel chamber of a airplane.
Right. Here's the interesting thing is that she hasn't used smart strips in her practice very much, but she saw the pictures of what happened to Dave Stapp on her Facebook page and a few other things. So when she gets home, I think she might be incorporating some of those also. And also, you've been really focused on helping people with the products, and over the last few years, not really focused on building a business. But what's really happening now are people are joining and they're now spreading the word. So it's starting to spread in New Zealand, but you know what's going to happen. It's going to be outside New Zealand into to Australia, over to North America. And so now Jocelyn is looking at, okay, let's take a closer look at how the structure works, how the business works, and that's what we've been doing this last hour or so.
Right.
But I can tell you this, you've been on the team for a long, long time, and this is really the first time we've met each other.
It is.
I'm so happy to have this
excited.
opportunity. It's
Me
been such
too.
a blast.
So beautiful.
And I feel very blessed to be able to do this video and have you guys meet Jocelyn also.
Thank you. And I look forward to meeting people in the future.
Yeah.
That's
You're going to be
for
coming
sure.
over to our event. We'll be going over there.
Yes, definitely.
So,
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
The
Come
best
to
of GIA.
Queenstown.
The best of
GIA in
Is right
Queenstown.
here. All right.
Might be
Thanks,
special.
guys. Thanks for tuning
Thank
in.
you.
Thank you.